Your dog looked at you today. You probably didn't notice. Not because you're a bad owner, because you were busy. Because actually looking back at your dog, stopping, making contact, being present, is not something most people think to do deliberately. And your dog noticed that you didn't notice. They always do. Here's what nobody tells you when you bring a dog home: feeding them, walking them, loving them. That's the floor. That's the minimum. The thing that actually builds the bond. The thing that makes your dog choose you over and over in ways you can't train into them. Most owners never figure out. Not because it's complicated, because it looks like nothing. These 5 things take almost no time. They cost nothing. But the dogs whose owners do them, you can tell the difference the moment you walk into the house. That dog doesn't just greet you. That dog needs you to know you've been missed. And I want you to pay attention to the order, because each one builds on the last. By the time we get to number 5, you're going to understand your dog in a way most owners never do. 1. Think about the last time you petted your dog. Where did your hands go? Top of the head, down the back, a quick scratch behind the ear, and you moved on. It felt like affection. It looked like affection. Here's what it actually was: something your dog tolerated. And tolerating is not the same as loving. There's a real difference between a dog that holds still while you pet them and a dog that melts, jaw loose, eyes half closed, the whole body sinking into your hand. If you've never felt a dog truly melt, you might not know what you've been missing. Dogs have 4 zones where gentle touch triggers a full parasympathetic response, meaning their nervous system physically shifts into safety and calm. Base of the ears, chest just below the collar, sides of the neck, the spot at the base of the tail. These aren't just comfortable spots. They're wired directly into the system that controls stress. A study in the journal Physiology and Behavior found that stroking these specific zones measurably dropped cortisol, slowed heart rate, and caused dogs to lean in and stay. Dogs petted on top of the first place almost every person goes showed nearly no response. Some showed a slight stress increase. Most instinctively, duck away from a hand falling straight toward them from above. Tonight, sit with your dog. Start at the neck, not the head. Slow, circular pressure. Watch what happens around their eyes, their jaw, their breathing. You'll know within 30 seconds if you found it, because something happens in their face you can't miss. The eyes go soft, the jaw loosens, the whole body settles. That's oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that fires in humans during deep emotional connection. You're not just petting your dog. You're building a biological bridge that goes deeper than any treat or toy ever could. Welcome to K9 Mind. By the way, if you're new here, subscribe now, because this is exactly what we talk about every week. When was the last time your dog got to actually stop and smell something? Not 2 seconds before you tug the leash. Really stop, nose down, taking it all in, for as long as they need it. Most people think a walk is exercise. Get the dog moving. Burn the energy. Get back home. But for your dog, a walk isn't primarily physical. It's the closest thing they have to reading. Your dog's nose has 300 million olfactory receptors. Yours has 6 million. The part of their brain devoted to processing smell is proportionally 40 times larger than yours. When your dog stops at a fire hydrant and refuses to move, they're not wasting your time. They're reading the neighborhood. Which dogs pass through and how recently, their emotional state, their health, their territory. It's the morning news, and you're standing there tapping your foot, waiting for them to finish a sentence. When you drag them away from that, you're cutting off their primary way of experiencing and understanding the world. Multiple times a day, every single day. A University of Bristol study found that dogs given more time to sniff during walks showed significantly lower stress behaviors at home. Less restlessness, less barking, less destructive behavior. The relief came from the sniffing, not the distance covered. Once or twice a week, decompression walk. No route, no timeline, loose leash, low pressure. Follow your dog's nose. What comes home afterward is a different dog. Not exhausted, but fulfilled. Learning to tell those two apart will change how you think about what your dog actually needs. 3. Have you ever called your dog's name and watched them completely ignore you? Not because they didn't hear you, not because they were being stubborn, because the way you said it registered as meaningless to them in that moment. Researchers at Eötvös-Loránd University in Hungary used brain imaging to study what happens inside a dog's brain. While their owner speaks, left hemisphere processes the actual words. Right hemisphere processes emotional tone. And here's the critical finding: the brain's reward center only activated when both matched simultaneously. Praise words delivered with genuine warmth. Praise words in a flat, distracted tone. Nothing. Enthusiastic nonsense words with no meaning. Nothing. Both hemispheres have to agree before your dog feels anything from what you say. So when you say good boy while you're half watching your phone, rushed, absent, automatics. Your dog's brain receives a split signal. The word says one thing, your tone says another. The result isn't confusion. It's your dog gradually learning to discount the sound of your voice entirely. The fix isn't talking more. It's being present when you do talk. Pick 2 or 3 phrases you use only in positive moments. Not commands, just connection words. The specific way you say their name when you're genuinely happy to see them. A phrase you use when you sit down together at the end of the day, use it consistently, with the same tone, in the same emotional state. Over time, that phrase becomes a signal, an anchor. Their nervous system learns to read as I'm safe, I'm seen, everything is fine. That kind of vocal imprint costs nothing. Almost no owner builds it on purpose. Fool. Quick question. When did your dog last have to work for something? Not a long training session, not a complicated trick, just anything at all, that made them use their brain, their nose, or their body to earn what they ate. Every breed you can think of, retrievers, hounds, herding dogs, terrier, was developed alongside humans to perform specific tasks. Their brains are built for problem solving. In a way, a bowl of food on the floor does absolutely nothing to satisfy. A standard meal is over in 45 seconds. No challenge, no engagement, no sense of earning anything. A study published in Applied Animal Cognition found that dogs showed markedly higher levels of positive emotional indicators: relaxed posture, enthusiastic engagement, calm after eating, when they had to work to access their food, compared to when it was simply provided, not because they were more tired, because they were more satisfied. Here's the piece most people miss when you're the one who sets up that challenge. When you scatter the kibble in the grass, hide the treat in the towel, place the small piles around the house, and send them to find it. You don't just feed their brain. You become the source of one of the most rewarding experiences in their day. You stop being just the person who fills the bowl. You become the reason the day felt worth showing up for. You don't need anything special to start. Kibble scattered across backyard grass, a handful inside a rolled-up towel, 3 small portions hidden in different rooms, a few times a week. Watch how your dog looks at you after. That's not a satisfied dog. That's a dog that trusts you on a level that goes deeper than food. 5. This last one costs nothing, requires nothing, and almost no dog owner ever does it on purpose. Next time you're home with your dog, not right after a walk, not during play, not when they're already jumping for your attention, just a quiet, ordinary moment in the middle of the day. Get up, put your phone down, and sit on the floor. Don't call them over. Don't hold out a treat. Don't reach for them. Just sit there. Here's what your dog experiences every single day that you've probably never stopped to consider. You are enormous. Every person in their life is enormous. When you walk through the house, if you move above them, When you reach down to touch them, your hand arrives from above. In animal body language, presence from above signals dominance, pressure, control. Your dog accepts all of that because they love you and they trust you, but they have never, not once, experienced you as an equal, as a presence that simply exists at the same level in the same space, with nothing being asked of them. When you sit on the floor and wait, something in the room quietly changes. Your dog will notice. Maybe they glance over from across the room. Maybe they stand up and look at you differently. And then, if you stay still, stay calm, you'll see it. They'll start to drift toward you, not bounding over, not demanding anything. Slowly, deliberately, closing the distance because they chose to. They might sit a foot away. They might put their chin on your knee. They might just lie down facing you. That movement, that choice, to come to you without being called, without food, without any external reward, is one of the most honest things a dog can do. It means they want to be near you, not because of what you're offering, because of who you are to them. Research in canine ethology consistently shows that dogs with regular low pressure, non-demanding proximity to their owners develop stronger, secure attachment, lower baseline anxiety, and more resilient stress responses. Not from training, not from exercise, but from shared stillness between two beings who trust each other. That's what you're building when you sit on the floor. Not a moment, a language, one that needs no words, no tools, no expertise, just the willingness to come down to their world and say, without saying anything at all, I'm here. You're safe. This is us. Now hold all five together. The right touch in the right places. Walks that feed their mind, not just their body. A voice that speaks the language their brain actually runs on. Food that makes you the source of their best moments. And presence that asks for nothing in return. None of this costs money. None of it takes more than a few minutes. But together, they build something most dog owners spend years chasing without ever knowing what they're looking for. They call it a bond. What it actually is trust. And your dog has been ready to give it to you since the first day they looked up at you. They've been ready this whole time. The only question is whether you're ready to meet them. If this shifted something for you, and share it with someone whose dog deserves it. And subscribe to Dog Decode, because this is what we do here. Every week,